Hey guys, it's me, Little... Sorry about that. Hey guys, it's me, Little Al, back again, but back with Friendship is Tragic. This time we're on episode 4. I know I said I was going to take a bit of a break from Friendship is Tragic, really to kind of establish a bit of an identity for my channel, but I had a bit of extra incentive to continue with this series. So I'm not sure if you noticed, but on my first episode, on my reaction of the first episode, there have been a boatload of comments from people who've worked on Friendship is Tragic, so like the artists and things. So so seeing that was very, and like seeing people. I just felt like I really need to show these reactions are showing. They felt that these reactions are showing appreciation for something that they've worked very hard on. So and honestly, just a quick message for all of you: like, thank you for making this. I've really enjoyed this series so far, and they tell me it's going to get better. They tell me it's going to get even better. If even better means more, if even better means more gory and horrific and cry-worthy, then they clearly have something wrong with them. No, you don't actually. You don't actually. I made the same mistake. God, that's twice I've made a thoughtless comment on one of my reactions. But anyway, we're gonna move on. And also, on a side note, I think someone, I can't remember who, but someone actually sent this to Scribbler herself, and now she's subscribed to the channel. So, so Miss Scribbler, if you are watching this, I hope you enjoy. I know this isn't really, like, reactions aren't really content, but I hope you can just sit back and kind of like see my reactions as showing like appreciation for all the hard work you've done, because it looks like a really professionally made project, and like I'm really impressed by like the quality of it, like the voice acting and just the artwork and the audio editing. It's absolutely incredible, and so I can't wait to get back into this series. So episode 4, Rainbow Crashed. So I think it's going to be it's going to be the Rainbow Dash centered episode. Like last episode, it was Applejack. So guess we're going to go into her backstory during this whole ordeal. So let's get into this in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I still find that intro terrifying.
Princess Luna encouraged me to reconnect with my friends from Ponyville after not seeing them since I left for Diomedes 6 years ago.
I'm wearing a t-shirt.
I
and it's really
realized
cold.
she was right, and journeyed to a tavern called
it's
the
early
Fabulous
December,
Serpent, far
really, really
outside
cold.
Ponyville, to meet those who had answered my letters: Applejack, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity. My old friends, however, are not how I remember them, as I discovered when I found Applejack already there waiting for my arrival. She has become harsher, bigger, and more jaded than the last time we saw each other. The left side of her face is badly burned into scar tissue from an incident that also cost her the use of her eye and her brother and sister.
The use of...
Applejack told me of the terrible luck and tragedies that she had endured in our time apart.
Those two pricks, for God's sake.
Losing her grandmother to ill health, and both her home and siblings to ruthless loan sharks whom Big Macintosh had gotten mixed up with while trying to save Sweet Apple Acres from financial ruin. Now, Applejack works as a mercenary for hire, using her formidable bucking skills in exchange for bounty money against the kinds of terrible ponies and criminals who have taken root in Equestria, while Princess Luna struggled to learn how to be a good ruler without the experience and guidance of Princess Celestia to help her. I was still reeling from all this information when another pony from my past walked in. A malnourished, sickly mare I at first took to be an earth pony, but whom I quickly realized is Rainbow Dash.
Gasp. And now we have this beautiful intro song. I looked up, I think it's Christine. That does do this. I found it on our website.
The moon, hush the night.
It's just so fitting.
Morning gloom.
Okay, it's the project we're looking at now.
The horses and beats on your drum. Con their master, con their son. Dark the oceans and dark
No.
the sky. Hush the whales and the ocean tide. Tell their soldiers and beat on your drum. Con their
I'm sorry I'm not really talking over this. This is because we've seen this intro 3 times already. It's not really changing. It's a very good intro though. Like, I'm hooked.
the stars and dark the moon. Hush the night and the morning.
That image of Fluttershy in a cage will never not be sad.
The horses and
Oh crap, she's lost her wings. Okay.
beats on your drum.
So, I'm guessing that's what we'll go into detail on. Pinky, good to see you're looking radiant as always. Sane as always, more like.
Oceans and dark the sky.
And directed by
Hush
So this is an original fan. So it's the ideas were made by them, but she actually wrote the script. I'd probably say the script is one of my favourite bits of this. There's just so much emotion conveyed in just the words. Because, like, you're limited by the fact there's no kind of movement from the characters. It's just the still images. Rainbow crashed. That was my best Discord impression for... That's the pug.
Sparkle? It really is you!
Face!
Oh my gosh, oh my
Her face.
gosh! And I got that letter?
What is going on behind bloody hell?
I thought it might be some sick prank some pony was pulling on me. But here you are!
Ooh.
Rainbow Dash? Is it really you? I don't believe it.
Her teeth are yellow as well.
It's me, alright. The one and only.
Rainbow, what happened to your wings?
There we go.
This? Oh, right. Yeah,
Very
yeah, it's
unique
kind
art
of
style.
a cool story.
They don't look like ponies at all, really.
Happened when I saved these 2 fillies from, there was this one filly and a timber wolf, that, could fly and,
A Timberwolf that can
oh
fly.
man, Applejack, you got huge!
Why is everyone saying that? It just sounds wrong. It just sounds wrong. Applejack's huge.
Crap.
It just sounds wrong.
Still running your mouth, I see.
And I see you've been using yours to eat your entire stock of apples.
Is that a fat joke? Is that a fat joke?
It's good to see you both have a, friendly rivalry between you still.
I don't think there's nothing
This
friendly
ain't
about
the
it.
first time we've seen each other since we both left Ponyville. Our paths have crossed some on the road. Not often, but enough that this here meeting is too soon after the last.
Yeah, just my rotten luck. I keep running into you and having to see your ugly face, Apple bitch.
Rainbow, it's so good to
Rainbow
see
Dash
you.
with the sass.
I don't know how to apologize for not contacting you for so long.
Oh, forget it. I know all about what happened. Spitfire told me about your battle, the coma, and Luna,
She looks
and
confused. She looks confused in that freeze frame. She looks confused.
whatever. Well, I mean, she told me what wasn't classified, at least. I would have come to see you myself, but I'm kinda, well, banned from coming within 5 miles of Canterlot. Yeah, it's actually kind of a funny story, really. Excuse me.
I
Are
will
you
be prepared
already
to laugh at
drunk?
the end of this.
You loudmouth idiot.
Hey, that's your job, Applejack. Pouring all that hard
I'm sorry. Rainbow Dash is winning this one. Rainbow Dash. I just turned into Elmer Fudd there. Elmer Fudd. I don't want to be in this video.
cider and sweet apple acres and never giving me any of the good stuff. Oh, wait. I guess you can't now, can you?
Oh.
No cellars anymore, huh? No sweet apple acres either.
Right, that's it.
Bloody
You
hell.
looking for a fight, Rainbow Crash? Well, you fucking got one.
Bring it, apple bitch. I could beat you.
What is going on? I feel like I'm watching like Tim Burton or something. I love these kind of these dynamic art styles.
One hook tied behind my
Like you
back.
can tell each artist has their own kind of identity and style, which is it brings real flavor for like because it's strange because I find it in Bride of Discord. When you have these multiple different art styles, I found it really, really distracting. Like you'd have like a typical art style akin to that in the actual show, and then you have like a crayon drawing, like a full like colored in drawing. I found that really distracting. But this, for some reason, I don't find it quite as distracting. Maybe it's because like the color palettes and like the shading and the lighting is very similar. I think that's why. But it's just not as distracting here. It does so much more of a service, I feel.
Always could, always will.
Looks to me like you ain't even got a lick of fight left in you skinny drunkard.
Please, you two, I just wanted us to get together because we were friends once. And I hoped we could be again.
Ow.
Please, just stop it. I worked so hard to find you both. Don't let old disputes ruin the here and now.
Fine.
I do love the little strands flying around.
For
I think
you,
that's a nice touch.
Twi. But I'm going outside for a spell to cool down a bit. I hope for your sake, Rainbow, you smarten up while I'm gone.
Apple bitch. I slay me sometimes. Hey, who do I have to show my rump to for a drink in this joint?
Rainbow, your wings. You said you were
It's so fitting. Why is it so fitting?
saving fillies?
Rainbow Dash is a
I-
prostitute.
Yeah. I was saving these fillies from a dragon when I had to make a split-second
You steal that? What did you steal that dragon from an anime or something? Bloody hell!
decision that was
That
daring
looks
and
way too
dangerous.
realistic.
I knew I could be hurt trying, but this little filly who was out practicing flying alone, she'd
Love in the face.
totally
Love in
fallen
the face.
off a
That's such a
cloud
Rainbow
and
Dash face.
Singular?
Because that face is just that smug face is just so reserved as well. Like it's really kind of you can tell that I did this, but she's kind of like it's not entirely true. You can kind of tell that it just shows how much the art style speaks emotions. I'm simping way too much over these artists. I do apologize.
I thought you said fillies, multiple.
But it's just so good.
Flying Timberwolf?
It's genius.
were to, but I had to make a decision to save one or the other. You see, so I picked the smaller one who...
You said you saved both.
What is this? Why are you doubting me?
I'm not doubting you, Rainbow. It's just...
Cough crying.
I lost them in a stupid race showing off in front of the Wonderbolts, okay? Happy now?
Lost them. As in they died. And the art styles change again. Is that supposed to be an Easter egg in the background, that tape thing? Those reflections, bloody hell.
It was just some stupid race. I'm so pathetic. I lost the one thing I loved doing because of my stupid arrogance.
Oh my gosh, Dash. I'm so sorry. What happened? I mean, if you don't want to talk about it,
Meanwhile, I said that in sync. What happened?
I totally understand, but
Sure, why not? After all, I just love all the attention, remember?
that's not what I meant.
I know. Well, okay, here we go. My incredible story of stupidity. Just so you know, Twy, I'm the reason the Wonderbolts decided to disband, too. All because of this stupid race. And it kinda involves you two, but not directly. Are you
Throw her
Are
under
you
the
gonna
bus, why
drink
don't you?
that?
No?
Drunkard.
Thanks.
So Applejack's not the only drunkard. Of course, that's always such a typical source of showing how one is lost. Just showing how diminished a character's become. They're heavy drinkers. It's always blame the alcohol.
Well, after you were gone and Applejack, Rarity, Fluttershy, Pinky, and me had all split up and gone our separate ways, I got back to training to take my mind.
Love how I'm not sure if that's intentional, but I love how the walls kind of tilted a little bit. I think that's nice, kind of. Well, just like the pattern on the walls just tilted a little bit. Like I'm not sure if that's intentional, but I just think that's really nice.
Mind off things. I didn't want to be a weather pony all my life. The princess was... Celestia was gone, but the Wonderbolts were planning to do a show every year in honor of her sacrifice. I loved the princess as much as any pony, so I pestered them to let me train with them. I thought that maybe if they saw me fly and saw how sincere I could be, they might give me a chance. At first, they were skeptical. But after the Young Flyers competition and seeing my sonic rain boom, Spitfire agreed to at least let me audition out of the usual audition season. After the interview panel heard my history and saw me fly, I totally impressed them enough to get them to put me on their roster on a sort of trial basis. Those were some of the best times I ever had. I got real close with Spitfire, Soren, and the rest.
Not too
We
close
were
with Soren, though, I'm hoping.
Friends. We joked around and stuff. I was so happy. I thought this was it, you know? This is what the rest of my life would be like. Hanging with the Wonderbolts and being famous someday and getting to stunt fly for a living. No more bucking clouds or filling out boring weather paperwork. After we learned you were alive, but might never come out of your coma, I tried to see you, but Princess Luna said...
I know it's Cloud9 doing the voice of Rainbow Dash, but it sounds very similar to Scribbler's own. Because I've heard her do like audio recordings and stuff. Their voices for Rainbow Dash are very similar.
No visitors while they investigated ways to bring you around. Sitting around on my hiney doing nothing isn't my style. But I couldn't think of what to do. I needed to do something. So I suggested we do a special show in your honor too. To let ponies know who you are and what you did for Equestria. The Wonderbolts agreed. Soren was a great idea, and Spitfire even let me plan and co-coordinate it because you're my friend and everything.
Oh.
I guess that was when it started to go wrong. I got cocky.
When you called her friend?
Pushed my friendship with them too far. Or maybe I mistook a working relationship for a friendship. Either way, I got too personal one day in how I talked to them.
Oh. Hello?
Cue the Canterlot arches.
Flashback. There should be like a siren whenever there's a flashback. Hello.
The new
Oh,
plan is for us
that was sick. That animation was so sick. With the clouds moving in and then moving out again. That animation was so sick.
to fly in and out of the Canterlot arches in formation all through the show.
I think I know where this is going.
Not just for the opening number. We're too
no.
sloppy at the moment. It needs to be faster, and our speed should be consistent throughout
Is that yellow Pegasus supposed to be Spitfire?
the routine. No slacking, no slowing down. Just speed, speed, speed. Then
I got the
applause.
need.
I don't know, Dash.
I am speed.
That's hard to pull off safely once, let alone dozens of times in succession and in formation.
We've been practicing your original routine for days, Rainbow.
Duelstinator! Yo, he's in this!
It was good, but with the alterations you've made...
We need to give it more razzle-dazzle to make it
My
more
guy.
impressive. Good isn't enough for a show celebrating Equestria's greatest hero. Twilight Sparkle, element of magic.
You mean it's to make you look more impressive? I noticed you put yourself at the head of the formation on these new moves. You might be faster than most Pegasi, Rainbow Dash, but performing this kind of mid-air choreography alongside other ponies, it would be reckless for anyone, even you, to go this fast through the Canterlot arches.
Fast through the Canterlot
What? Are you
arches.
too chicken to do it?
Watch your mouth, newbie. Being cocky isn't the same as being good.
I'm plenty good. And you're right. I am a newbie. And I can do this routine easy. So it should be equally easy for you pros.
It's my responsibility as team leader to realize and act when I think something is
She was
foolhardy
straining.
and dangerous for the Flyers under my leadership to attempt.
She
Oh,
is!
come on, Spitty.
Rainbow, I don't think you should keep pushing on this. Spitfire's just looking out for the team.
You mean she's being a big chicken and thinks I'll show her up by being better than her in the show.
What did you say?
This new routine is totally fine. You're just being a chicken about trying something new. I'll bet you just don't want to look dumb in front of other ponies, and that's why you won't even try my new moves.
I'm just
I
saying,
am not-
calling a Wonderbolt chicken.
Chicken, and you
Sorry,
are
headphones.
out of line, newbie.
Rainbow,
Oh,
seriously, stop.
So why don't we race? Prove you're not a chicken.
I said, watch your mouth, Rainbow Dash.
Say that one more time!
Spitfire?
Go me chicken one more goddamn time!
Fine, we'll race.
Spitfire.
Cool.
This background
I
music
challenge
is
you
sick.
to fly to the Canterlot arches. Fly in and out of them 6 times without dropping any altitude.
Canterlot arches-
Then fly back here.
No, no.
First pony to get back without missing a single arch wins.
Spitfire, no!
I accept your challenge, Rainbow Dash, but
I accept your
on
challenge.
these terms.
I don't know, I
If
just...
you lose, we go back to the old choreography, and your place in the routine goes to surprise.
What?
Those are the terms.
You mean I wouldn't fly
Sorry,
in
in
the
the
show
background.
at all?
Not the two mares I'm shipped with.
Wait, what am I worried about? I can totally kick your butt in a race. You're on. And when I win, the whole team has to do my new choreography.
Agreed.
Awesome. Soren, make a starting line in this cloud. You can adjuncticate me as the winner when I cross the finish line first.
Dash, this isn't a good idea. Some pony is going to get hurt.
Yep.
No pony is going to get hurt.
Foreshadowing.
Now hurry up and make a starting line.
Okay. On your marks,
You're going down, Spitty.
get set,
Pity.
Don't call me that, newbie.
go!
Don't call her newbie. And now the sad stuff happens. Now shit goes down.
I don't remember too much from the race itself. I know we were neck and neck until the last few swoops through the arches. Soren said afterwards that it was so close he couldn't tell us apart from a distance. I do remember Spitfire saying that the last arch was too small for us to go through side by side like we were, that it'd be impossible to clear. And do you know what I did? I yelled, "Nothing is impossible if you're me," and pulled out the old sonic rain boom to overtake her.
To be fair,
I woke
Spitfire
up
must
in
be
the
quite
hospital
fast.
a week later. The shockwave had collapsed the whole of the last arch while I was flying through it, and
Oh no.
my wings? I'm told I managed to crash into the memorial garden for the princess and completely wrecked it, destroying all the bones in my right wing in the process. The doctors said the left one was torn off by falling rubble, and that's why I crashed. I don't really remember.
And again, like with Twilight losing her horn, like Rainbow Dash without her wings, she's completely lost herself, completely lost her identity. Wings, no wings means no Rainbow Dash.
I hit my head pretty hard too. It scrambled me up for a good long while. By the time I got unscrambled, Spitfire had quit the bolts out of guilt for going along with the race. No pony knew that was the reason, though. She and Soren hadn't told anyone about the race, but it was only a matter of time before the truth came out now that I was awake. I was out of my gourd with grief and worry and anger at myself.
I don't think it's quite as it's not quite as brutal as Applejack's backstory, but I think when you look at the kind of characters, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's about kind of what they value. Like Rainbow Dash, I'm sure you're lovely, but what she values is kind of petty. She values arrogance, and so it makes sense that her there's not as many stakes in there are very much stakes, but kind of there's no real account of like big death numbers here. It's just really a humiliation. But that really matters to Rainbow Dash as a character, as we've established. Like, family really matters to Applejack, so having that torn away matters to her. It ultimately depends on the perspective of the character, like how brutal the backstories are, how hard hitting the backstories are. So it'll be interesting seeing what the rest of the main six have their backstories as.
Couldn't fly anymore, and everyone was going to hate me. I checked myself out of the hospital without doing any of that counseling garbage. What was the point? I couldn't see anything worth living for now that I couldn't fly anymore.
No identity.
I couldn't even go back to my job as a crappy weather pony. I'm a high school dropout with no qualifications.
High school
and
dropout?
the only thing I've been good at, I can't do anymore. And worse, it's all my own stupid fault. Every bad thing that ever happened to me was because of my own arrogance. So, I was just going.
I love how she said that, and there was a throaty laugh in the background of the pub atmosphere. It was
go
almost
to the
like,
edge of a cloud and let myself fall off.
oh shit,
Rainbow.
that went
But
down.
Luna came to me
And I mean that
and
literally.
made me a deal. She was willing to keep the accident a secret for me, to protect my reputation because of my past service, and was even willing to help me make a cover story that
Wait.
I lost my wings doing something heroic, on the condition that I never entered Canterlot again. I think she was hoping that if I wasn't around anymore, the Wonderbolts might reform and tempt Spitfire back. I agreed, but I still couldn't fly, so what was I supposed to do? I got on a train to Ponyville to see if our friends could help me, but not even Fluttershy was still there. None of them came back.
Oh.
I thought about sending a letter to my parents in Cloudsdale, but I haven't seen them in years. Not since I moved out and went down to the ground to get as far away from them as possible.
Oh yeah, was
The
that
thought of
season
seeing them at
7?
all was
That
bad
episode
enough.
where Rainbow Dash's
But
parents
seeing
showed up.
them after losing my wings was too much. So, I walked around town for a while. Then, I walked out of town and just kept walking and walking and
And
walking.
walking. And walking.
I did
And
odd
walking.
jobs in exchange
walking.
for coins.
Oh, and a
Every
little bit of
town
walking
and
as well.
village has a tavern or a pub, you know. And drinking, it made the bad thoughts not so loud in my head. Eventually, I fetched up in a little place called Huffington. Turns out, I'm still pretty fast on the ground. So I got a job as a courier. Kind of funny, as it turns out,
Mail courier.
since one of the letters I was given
Wasn't
to
that
deliver
Derpy's job?
was addressed to me.
Rainbow, I don't know what to say. I mean, I want to chew you out for being so reckless, but... Oh, you poor thing.
Thanks, Twy. I guess I had to get it all off my chest eventually. I've never told the whole story in one go before. And you know, it feels a little better.
Aww. Bit of uplifting.
Now, if Applejack could just stop hating on me for not being around when things went south for her. Speak of the devil, Pony, and he shall appear.
She.
Or she,
There
I
we go.
guess.
Shut your trap. Twy,
Shut your trap.
you ain't gonna believe this, but your day just keeps getting better and better.
Oh,
That's shy.
dear. What now?
Best you come outside and take a look-see for yourself. You too, Dash. If you can walk your drunken ass that far without falling on it.
Hey. Why do I keep saying things in unison? Oh, what the?
Sweet Celestia.
Wow, that is a fancy carriage. You two stallions pull this thing all by yourselves? Those jewels must weigh a ton. The whole thing is covered in them. Holy, are they even on the wheels?
Ahem. Her ladyship received a letter from a Miss Twilight Sparkle, which I presume is one of
Ladyship.
you, as your angry country friend agreed to fetch you.
I'm Twilight
This
Sparkle,
can't be
sir.
shy. It's got to
Her
be
ladyship
Verity.
has agreed to meet with you, but she will not leave the carriage and soil her hooves on such muddy ground. You may enter.
Luna's hairy butthole! I thought the outside of the carriage was
Oh my
full
God.
of jewels.
Jesus, I
dress
don't
is
want that
freaking
image in my head.
ridiculous.
I don't
How
want that.
Tartarus do you even move in that thing?
Chill, dude.
Rarity?
What the?
It is
That
Rarity.
ain't Rarity.
Oh, wait.
That's...
Oh my god, it is
What?
Fluttershy! It is! She looked tired. To be continued? Thank you. God, so predictable. So predictable. Actually, not really. It was not... I think I've seen more predictable things. You know, like the Gen 5 film, but... Oh, what great. Again, this just gets better. As the plot thickens. Actually, no, it's not really plot thinking, it's just taking... It's very episodic. Like, we're taking it one character at a time.
I will be king, and you will
Be queen. Don't copyright me, please, Bowie.
We'll drive them away. We can beat them just for one day.
It's them, not this.
We can be heroes
Just for one day.
and you will be mean,
Mean.
and I'll drink all the time, 'cause we're lovers,
Lovers.
and that's a fact.
I'm doing a bit of a duet with her, okay?
Yes, we're lovers,
Lovers.
and that is that. Though nothing will keep us together, we could steal time just for one day. We can be heroes forever and ever.
I don't know the lyrics. Like, I've only heard that song like once. Rhonda's there. She was one of those that commented. If you're watching this, Rhonda, great work. Whatever art style you also had, it was great. I'd probably say this art style is probably my favourite of the episode so far. Just for how just how elaborate it is.
I wish you could swim
Like, it's different art styles, you know.
like dolphins, like the dolphins can swim.
I knew the lyrics said.
Nothing will keep us together.
Oh, that's tragic.
We can beat them forever and ever. We could be heroes
Just for one day.
I will be,
Character design concepts. Oh, so the concepts of this.
and you will be queen.
I wonder if you can find this on like DeviantArt or something.
Nothing will drive them away.
I didn't sit through the entire video last time. I'm gonna wait till it says be continued.
Just for one day.
Not gonna lie, because it's very cold. It's such a weird, but it's very fitting. Carlene, that's what the artist calls. Did I say that? Did I say Carlene? But it's so strangely fitting, having a David Bowie song as the ending credits. What a silence. Well, I don't know. I think it's getting better. It's certainly getting better, and like I don't really have. I said like sour apples, like the last episode was my favorite, just for how heavy it was. But I don't really know. I think they were all very, very good. Like, maybe I'll decide like a favorite episode. Maybe like when I finish this series, I'll go through like which had the best. We'll have a little awards ceremony once I finish this series. What do you say? Best art style, best episode in general, best voice performance. That kind of thing. We can do our own little Oscars for this series. But seriously, if there was like some kind of pony Oscars, this would be in sheer contention to win a ton. So but yeah, next episode we'll be looking at Fluttershy, which is my favourite member of the main six. So it should be interesting. It should be very, very interesting. Next episode. But I really enjoyed this, as usual. Like, I'm glad I'm back doing this series. Like, I know I only took like a week's hiatus, but I'm so glad to get back to this, and also know that there are people out there. I'm not sure if they'll see this episode, but people who acknowledge that I'm doing this and appreciating what they've done, because this is a really impressive project, and everyone who's worked on this should be so proud of themselves. Like, I'll go into full simp mode when we finish this series, but we still got like 3 episodes to go, I think. So next episode is episode 5. So I'll see you then. This is Little Lau for now, signing off.